What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Today we're going to talk about the RIPKAS. This is my thoughts and impressions. And let's get down to it. Okay, so right off the bat, it's a Chainsaw Fist. We know that. There is a new stance inside of the game called the 4-Rider stance. There's actually 2 variations of that stance. I do not have that stance yet. One variation is for claws, and one is for fists. But I don't have that stance, so we're basing this off of Malicious Raptor, which we all know from playing the Vank and what Malicious Raptor is like. So it's a good stance. Overall, the weapon is good. It's a decent weapon. There's nothing wrong with the weapon at all. It's solid enough that running 30-35s like I am here in the Grenier, you can do. You're going to require a Warframe that's going to be suitable to fit melee. My current build on Chroma right now is just not that suitable for melee, but I can manage through it pretty easily because of the buffs that he does get on his abilities. But here or there, we're going to talk about this weapon. So, it requires an Ankyros, and it requires the dual cleavers. Ankyros, yeah, I got no problem giving that up. I've got the Prime version, not really a big issue to me. Dual cleavers, however, I refuse to give up my dual cleavers. So that means I have to go purchase another set of dual cleavers, build it, and then make this weapon. The reason I refuse is because the dual cleavers out-top this weapon any day of the week, especially once you add the Justice Blade Syndicate mod on there. It's that simple. I built this thing. I built the dual cleavers back in 1511 with the new Syndicate weapon. I got a build video someplace, and that thing just pummels over this. So, is it worth that? I don't think that it's going to be worth this weapon being what I would say medium to mediocre versus a weapon that you're using to build it with being that much better. Personal opinions, though. It's not the first time this has happened in recent releases, but a little disappointed for me on this one. And then, why is there Tellurium? I really don't understand what the heck their reason that you have to use an Arcwing only resource for something that's not Arcwing. Makes no sense. But can you get a decent build out of it? Yes, you can. Can you run it and play it pretty well? Sure. It'll work well if you got a nice solid melee frame. You're going to run it pretty decently. But there's many other weapons out there that are much easier to craft, require much less resources, and are going to be more enjoyable. With that said, this is how I've got this thing loaded out. So, Malicious Raptor, I'm going to go straight damage here on the top of my row. I got Pressure Point, Buzzkill, Jagged Edge, Spoil Strike, and the reason I run Jagged Edge and Buzzkill is because it is a slash heavy weapon, so let's just get all the slash that we can in there. Then we're going to go ahead and have Berserker, and that's because this is a pretty good critical. And we're going to run True Steel, Organ Shatter for our critical damage and multiplier, and then Life Strike as a utility. And what we come up with in numbers on this current setup that I've got, Slash is 463, Puncture 17, Impact 8, not much there. The Slash is the decent part here. Wall Attack 1470, Status. It's one of those things you could put Status in here if you wanted to build Status, but then you lose out on, you know, main damage, or you lose out on some of your critical chance, which here you got a 3.8 critical, 32% critical chance. Throwing that Berserker on is a must do, especially to be able to stack that speed up there on this weapon. Don't worry about attack speed. Don't even look at the numbers of attack speed. It really means nothing at all with or without Berserker. Once you put Berserker on, you won't even notice the attack speed loss if you're running it with the Skull Strike. But so that's basically how I have it. It's good, it's decent, it works well, but to me, I don't think that I would give up my dual cleavers with Justice Blades just for this weapon. So, comments, questions below. I'll catch you guys next episode. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you soon.